Thinking of moving to Denver, Colorado, and wondering what does $500,000 buy you here in the Denver metro area for a home? Well, I get asked that question all the time. It seems that $500,000, well, that's the magic number. Everybody wants to know, what can I get for $500,000? And that's exactly what we're going to go over today. Now, I'm going to show you southwest side of the metro area today. I'll be able to do more videos in the future all about what $500,000 buys you around the metro area, because your money goes farther in different parts of town. The southwest area, very desirable part of town because you're so close to the mountains. So let me show you a few homes and what the area offers. Now, what makes me qualified to answer these questions? Well, I'm Kathy Hansen. I'm a local area realtor, and I've been in real estate sales for 10 years now. I'm also a suburban mom, so I've raised my 3 kids here in the Denver metro area, and they have gone to 3 different high schools. So I feel like I'm pretty well versed in this area. Now, I moved my family here 17 years ago from out of state, so I also know what that feels like as well. Now, $500,000, that's the magic number I get asked about all the time. So let's get right into it. Okay, today I'm going to show you 3 properties located on the southwest or west side of the Denver metro area that are all single family homes listed in the $500,000 range. Now, again, keep in mind that our average sales price last month here in the whole Denver metro area was $650,000. So finding homes that are $500,000 and below, well, they're becoming a little tougher to find, but that's always the magic number that I get asked. What does or what can $500,000 buy me in the Denver metro area? So I'm going to show you the west side of town today. We're going to go through homes 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to do a map tour to show you some of the amenities and where these properties are located on the map. But first, we're going to look at photos, talk about these properties so that way you have a really good idea of what does $500,000 buy me here in the Denver metro area, specifically the west side of town, in April 2023. Now let's get started. This first property here, this one's located in Littleton, Colorado. It's 80127 zip code. So that means it's in Jefferson County. It's in the Jeffco Public School District system. This one is a ranch level living, meaning it's all on one level. There is a basement, and the basement's unfinished on this property. So all of your living is one level living unless you wanted to go down or needed to go down into the basement. So this one looks like it's staged to me, shows very well. It's very clean. Hard to tell from the photos, but I believe those are laminate wood floors. I don't believe those are real hardwood floors, but I could be wrong. Again, photos are hard to tell sometimes. This property is 1617 square feet. Now that's 1,032. That's the main floor. 585 in the basement. The basement's unfinished on this one. Now, this one was built in 1999, and it looks like it's got the original kitchen cabinets, and it looks like it has laminate countertops as well. Appliances appear to be a little bit older to me, too. Now, you can see through this back window, through the slider previously, this one also sits on open space. So those homes that you're seeing through that window, well, they're on the other side of the open space, which you'll see here in just a minute. Now, this property is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's listed right at $500,000. And this property sits on a 5,000 square foot lot. So let's get through here so we can see that backyard. It's got a fabulous back deck, so you can enjoy that open space right behind you. Here's the unfinished basement, and then this back deck. So you can see here, there's a walking trail here, and I'm going to show you that on the map as well, but there is some space between you and the people behind you. So they're not, your back neighbors are not right on top of you with this property. Again, $500,000 here in Littleton, Colorado, 1,600 square feet. Now this is property number 2, and this one is also located in Littleton. It's very close to the other one, actually. This one is in the 80127 zip code, meaning it's in Jefferson County and Jeffco Public Schools as well. Now this property is 902 square feet total. There's no basement on this property. This one is 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and it's got that 1-car attached garage. Now this shows the location of the property, and you can see it sits right at the base of the foothills. This property, what makes it so great, one, it's listed at $480,000. We don't see a lot of single family homes listed under $500,000. So this one, due to the size, 902 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It does have that 1 car attached garage. And what makes this one so great is that it has a fully fenced backyard. So again, here on the west side of town, 500,000 and below, you're typically looking at a townhome. If you wanted a single family home under 500,000, I would jump on this one for sure. So fully fenced backyard, this one sits on a 3,900 square foot lot. So you have the attached garage and you have the fully fenced backyard. Now let's go on to number 3. Now property number 3, this is in Lakewood, Colorado. This is just to the north of those 2 that I just showed you in Littleton. This property also, funny, all 3 of them are ranch level living. Now this one is listed right at $500,000. This one is 2,368 square feet total. So it has 1,328 square feet on the main floor. It has 1,040 square feet in the basement. The basement's mostly finished on this one. It also has a 2-car attached garage. And this property is 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And it sits on a 6,500 square foot lot. So we'll scroll through, show you what this property looks like on the inside, and then stick around because we're going to do that map tour to show you where these properties are located and what amenities are in the area. So this one has a galley kitchen, and it looks like it's got new flooring in the basement. That's luxury vinyl plank flooring. And then if we get to the backyards coming up, laundry in the basement. Backyard here, looks like they've got this whole add-on storage to me, and I'm going to show you. There we go. So a full add-on storage shed listed at $500,000. Now let's get into the map tour so you can see where these properties are located and what is in the surrounding areas. Okay, here we are, the map look of those 3 properties that I just showed you. Property number 1 is this one right here. Property number 2 is this green one, and property number 3 is that orange one. Now you might be wondering, why are they orange and green? Well, I have this video planned out, and last night both of these 2 properties went under contract, which is why they're orange. This green one here is still currently active. Now I wanted to show, I mentioned in property number 1 that I would show the open space. So let's zoom in here. So property number 1, you can see it backs to this open space here. And then there's that walking path or that trail that I mentioned. What's really great about this property is that it's also close to this little lake here. Now you can't boat or swim in this lake. It's like geese and ducks are on there, but there is a walking path all the way around it. So it's kind of a nice afternoon stroll. And there's a really great playground that sits right about here too. So very close location to property number 1 that I had mentioned. Now let's get into where these properties are located in relation to other things in the Denver metro area. So these 2 being the farthest from downtown Denver, to get there, you would just take this route here, right up here to downtown Denver. You're looking at about a 20-25 minute drive from these 2 properties. Obviously, much closer, shorter time frame from this one in Lakewood up to downtown Denver. Now, the other thing that people ask a lot about, let me zoom out here, is the airport and how long does it take to get to the airport? Let's see if I can get you in a little bit closer. Okay, so to get to the airport from these 2 here, I would take C470 all the way around and all the way up to the airport. Now you're looking there about a 45-55 minute drive, depending on traffic and time of day and that kind of thing. This section of C470 right here is all toll road. So there is a toll fee that's involved for traveling on this part of the road. If you didn't want to take the toll roads or you were coming from this one in Lakewood, well, you might meander through Denver in order to get up to, the airport there. You're still looking at about a 50-55 minute drive from any of these three locations up to the Denver airport, no matter which direction you take. Now, to get to the ski resorts or those mountain towns, you're going to take C470 out and up to I-70. And I'm going to stop right here, but you're going to go all the way up to the mountain towns. To get to Vale, Breckenridge, or Keystone, you're looking at about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive, depending on the day that you go and the time of day that you're traveling. An hour and a half to 2 hours, you can get up to some world-class skiing. Now, a few things that I wanted to point out to show you some of the amenities in the area with these $500,000 homes. Let me zoom in a little more. So both, you can see all three of these homes are located very close here to Bear Creek Lake Park. Now, Bear Creek Lake Park, the entrance is right here on the north side. There is a big lake in the middle, and on this lake, you can have motorized boats. They can only be 10 horsepower or less. So they're really small fishing boats that you can take here on the lake. I don't know what just happened. They're really small fishing boats that you can take here on the lake. You can canoe, you can kayak on the lake, you can take the pedal boats that you pedal yourself. Those are all for rent here in Bear Creek Lake Park. Now, this little lake right here, there's a swim beach here, and here's where you can take your paddle boats or your wind sails, windsurfing if you want to do that. Now, on the weekends when the weather is really nice, this lake is filled with people paddleboarding on the swim beach and windsurfing. And you enter to this lake through Bear Creek Lake Park. That's this whole green area here. There are tons of trails at Bear Creek Lake Park that you can walk, you can hike, you can bike with your mountain bike, or you can bike with your road bike as well. There is overnight camping here at Bear Creek, and there's fishing here in the lake. Now, they have horse stables, so you can ride horses here, and there's an archery center. So there's all kinds of fun things to do. You can come for the day, you can come and camp and get a night or two away, even though look how close you are to these properties here. Now, a few other amenities in the area. Right down here is Clement Park. Now, Clement Park, I did a whole video on Clement Park, and I'm going to link that one above. But Clement Park has a really amazing playground area. It's huge. And they have different jungle gyms and apparatuses and swings and things for people who are differently abled. So that way it's inclusive and lots of people can use this playground, and it's ginormous. At Clement Park, they also have baseball fields, softball diamonds. You'll see tournaments taking place on the weekends. People play soccer there, volleyball, and they have tournaments for those that take place. There's a skate park there at Clement Park. There's this lake that you can walk around as well. It's got a walking path. Let me zoom right in here. This is Clement Park here. There's those two houses. House number 3 is north of here. So you can walk around this lake. There's a whole path around it. It's 1.4 miles around the entire lake. And at Clement Park, there's also an amphitheater where they have concerts in the park, and they have a really great 4th of July fireworks show that takes place there at Clement Park. The other park that I wanted to show you, again, just to give you an idea of where it's located compared to these 3 homes, is right down here, Chatfield State Park. Now, Chatfield has a big lake in it, and this lake, you can bring motorized boats. You can bring your ski boats, your speed boats, and your Sea-Doos. So if water skiing is your thing, or you have a speedboat, this is the lake that you'd want to go on here on the west side of town. Now, at Chatfield State Park, there's a swim up beach, which is right around here, so you can go for the day, hang out at the beach, play in the water. There's also a marina, which sits right about here. There's camping at Chatfield State Park. There's tons of trails and paths that you can walk, hike, or bike. And then down here in this, I believe it's this lake. It might be this one, but I think it's this one. People come and train for their triathlons there. So if you need practice in your open water swim, a lot of triathletes will train in this lake here as well. So the last thing to show you in relation to both of these, now where it says 121 here, we don't call it 121, it's Wadsworth Boulevard. And from about this point all the way down, there's all of the shopping that you could need. There's a Costco, there's a Walmart, there's Target, there's the Southwest Plaza Mall is right off of Wadsworth, and that has all of your mall shops. You have Trader Joe's, TJ Maxx, Designer Shoe Warehouse, everything you can imagine located right here off of Wadsworth. Now, closer to this property in Lakewood, also off of Wadsworth, right about here is the Belmar Shopping Center. And the Belmar Shopping Center is an outdoor shopping mall. So you have some mall shops there, you have probably the biggest Target that I've ever seen is there. It's double decker. They have escalators for your carts. It's kind of cool. I did a whole video on Lakewood, so I'm going to link that one above in case this area or this part of town is something that you're interested in. Check out that video too. So here is Belmar, which is all the shopping that you could need also. So as I mentioned earlier, $500,000 for a single family home, those are getting harder and harder to come by here in the Denver metro area. On this west side of town, you really are looking at a townhome that you can get under 500. Now, we did come up with some properties, and some of these properties look really great. And as you can see from the amenities in the area and how close you are to the mountains, to the airport, to downtown Denver, the area is desirable. So hopefully this gives you a look at what $500,000 buys you on this west side of town and some of the cool amenities that are in this area on the west side of town as well. Now, I hope that that gave you a pretty good idea of what $500,000 buys here in the southwest or the west side of the Denver metro area in regards to a single family home. Now, under $500,000, you can find some really great townhomes in this side of town, but a lot of people start with $500,000 for a single family home, so that's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to link up above here, or maybe it's on this side. I'm going to link a video that I did on a new construction townhomes that are here on the west side of town as well, and they are in that $500,000 and below range. So that way you can check out what does new construction look like. These are townhomes, but they do have attached garages. So I'm going to link that for you as well. If you have any questions, if I can be a resource for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I get calls and questions from people like you every day, and I love nothing more than being able to help you find that right fit neighborhood and that perfect fit home for you. So please, my contact information is below. Please reach out if I can be of help or service to you. Again, I'm Kathy Hansen, local area realtor, and I'm also a suburban mom. Now, once again, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you're thinking, and if there's any other areas of town that I can show you through video, please leave that in the comment section as well. That is all that I have for you today, so I will see you on the next video.